Right, we're reading sh- Shalom and welcome. Reading from chapter 3 on part of the Proverbs series. So, chapter 3, verse 1. My son, before ingesting my instruction, 1 Yahakan 3:23, as shared in yesterday's share, but I'll add the cross references to the actual post that this video goes to, so you can actually read all the cross references as well. But anyway, continuing on. Perdition of the Avedome will make you forget them, and the one, not Yahweh, will carefully observe to kill off my saying, Yahweh, Yahushua, in your heart, because they will cause the length of days of Israel and years of life of Israel, and Shalom, the peace, the completeness, and the reconciliation to be added to you, the kindness for Israel and the faithfulness of wisdom in perdition. Avedome they will leave from you, so Yahweh has bound them unto a son, that is from Israel, or our head, seen in 1 Corinthians 11:3. Unto your neck, O Israel, write them, my sayings, on the tablet of your heart. So accordingly, secure favour, Israel, so you will experience beforehand the pleasant saying in the eyes of Yahweh, of Israel, and of humanity. Be persuaded in the pleasing saying, O ones in Israel, with all of your heart. Because it is from Israel, when the mighty ones of Aaron, the light bringer, 2 Moshe 32, that is from Israel, 2 Moshe 23, of Yahweh is your wisdom. You exalt perdition, or Avedom, the ones in Israel, are all that belong to the ways of the ones working, to make her son be known in order that he may correctly direct the ones, not ways of the ones working without regard for Yahweh. The foot, or the heel, 1 Moshe 3:15, of the ones working, 1 Moshe 3:16, Satan is for whom it stumbles towards perdition, Avedome. Perdition or Avedome, you be mindful about Israel yourself, so fear Yahweh, not the mighty one of Aaron, Lightbringer. Israel, turn yourself aside from all that is evil. Then the weeping cure, seen in 3:22, 4:22, 15:4, 16:24, and 29:1, shall become the profession of Yahweh, or Yahuwah. For the ones not of the body, the ones working, Israel, who care not for the ones of the ones working, or the secrets of Yahweh. Romans 10:20 to chapter 20. Oh no, 10:20 to 21. You, not the body. Oh, here we go. Here's a reference to working. The ones working is a reference to the wicked who never rest, the host of Satan, and the cognition cooperating humans they infest. Okay, verse 9. You, not of the body, assess the worth of the one, not Yahweh. Separate ye him, Israel, from your righteous toil of Israel, and dedicate the first fruit to him, the son, you, Israel, from your production of righteousness, in order that it, righteousness, should be filled for the ones, not the storehouse, as though the ones making the fullness were instead of grain, but for the wine of Yahweh, the ones making it is not the winepress, that they would break it open. A son of mine, with regard for perdition, or Avedome, cares little for the education of Yahweh, but do not despond under the correction of his son of Israel. 130. There's two footnotes here. Makes apparent this was Strong's 0202, not 1952, an error of diction. However, take note that both alterations to this verse, as seen by LXX, were changed by the Masoretic to material offerings. LXX translation is consistent with Ivrim 12:3. That was the word despond. So 130, 4, 5, 5, 7, 14, 12, 1, 13, 18, 15, 10, 15, 32, and 16, 17. Because whom Yahweh loves, Yahweh educates, and Yahweh scourges everyone that has regard for the Son, whom he acknowledges as his own. Ivrim 12:5-6. Happy blessings are of the human in proportion to the wisdom which he has found of his correction, and the mortal man of Israel, who will make it produce mindfulness. because it is more adventurous to deal further still with her son than for gold, O Israel, or silver treasures. Yet more valuable to Yahweh is the wisdom of his saying. The same as verse 13. The happy blessings are of the human in proportion to the wisdom which is found of his correction, and the mortal man of Israel who will make it produce mindfulness. Continued on. The precious rocks of yours which resist her son, it is not any well-known wicked trouble. Anything that does not come near to her son, so anything that is valuable of what is of you to Yahweh, will not be equal to the worth of her son. Because of Yahweh, the length of existence of Israel, and the years of life of the ones not of Israel are in the right hand of her, and the ones of Israel in Yahweh, the ones not in the left hand of her son, are the fullness of Israel and its worth, seen in glad tidings of the truth, as shared yesterday. The ear of Israel is not of the ones of the mouth of her son to depart from righteousness, rather the instructions of the law of Yahweh to Israel, and the favour from it from Israel emerging born on her language. To the ones not of the ways of her, the son, the ways of the pleasant saying of Israel, Romans 15:5-6, and to all that are not of the trodden paths of her son, of the one of Israel is shalom, the peace, the completeness, and well-being. It, the pleasant saying, is the tree of life for all that are the ones notwithstanding her. But Israel is not the one leaning upon her, or the pleasant saying. From Israel of her son, as through that which is from Israel against Yahweh, were reliable. The wisdom which laid the foundation of the earth was one without regard for the mighty one of Aaron, the light-bringer. And Yahweh prepared the strength of the heavens, making forward to the ones in Israel. 5 Moshe 32:8. By his knowledge of the ones of Israel, those abysses were split open, and the fine clouds of the Father Yahweh make certain one of them regularly precipitate the night mist. As some with regard for perdition, or Avedome, you might let it slip your mind to guard it, the pleasant saying, carefully, Ephraim 2:1, allowing it to perish, so ingest my advice and insight of Yahweh, O Israel, in order that you might not live your life being the ones making Israel, and his favour not be around your neck, O Israel. But the profession of Yahweh, or Yahuwah, shall become Yahweh's weeping cure. 3:8, 4:22, 5:4, 16:24, and 29:1. In Proverbs. For this one, not of the flesh, the ones making Israel, for the therapy, for the ones not belonging to your bones, in order that the ones of Israel may become his, the followers, confidently, into the shalom, the peace, the completeness, and the well-being. All the ones that are not of your way, but the ones making without regard for Yahweh, the foot or the heel of the ones working Satan, or the contrast in Luqra 8:21, whom which perdition the Avedome will strike against 1 Moshe 3:15. For if ever in Yahweh you might settle down, you would not be in dread, O Yahuwah, and even in Yahweh you might lie down, your sleep would be pleasant. Israel of Satan is of whom you will be frightened, a sudden terror invading through, not of the desolation of the wicked trouble, of the irreverent, guilty ones to come. Because one without regard for Yahweh shall be Yahuwah, because everyone is outside of Israel that is of the ways of the ones are making, but of Israel is who would establish you, the foot, in order that perdition, the Avedome, you should be shaken. Perdition, or Avedome, abstains from doing this goodness, establishing someone. For the one lacking at the time, whether anyone of Yahweh does not hold the hand of the ones working to help, Yeshayahu 7:14, concerning perdition, Avedome, you might say, return and come back again, Israel, and tomorrow or provide to the unclean one the commandment, the ones making the capability to making one be well, 1 Yachanan 3:23. Because Satan is for whom you of Yahweh would see what a delay would give birth to, not against you. Yaakov 4:17. Perdition Avadim you scheme, because outside from Israel is the evil one, beloved to you. Sojourning in Israel, confident Israel outside belongs to you. Perdition, O Avadim, would you be fond of striving against every human with regard of Israel? Undeservedly, who is perdition? O Avadim, I am among Israel, so he, perdition, would work harm to you. Perdition, O Avadim, you would procure to multiply the shame of evil men, so do not let your heart be zealous for an existent man, or oish, of unjust violence, and you should not choose any of the ways not of the Son, because everyone that is deviating from the law, 1 Yahakhan 3:23, is unclean in the eyes of Yahweh, but righteous are the ones of Israel in Yahweh, among whom Satan sits. The curse of the mighty one of Aaron, the light bringer, among the ones of Israel, is for who the house of the guilty ones, the beast. Zechariah 5:8. But the place of Yahweh is the justified ones, they are blessed. Yahweh resists the proud, even so much that Yahweh grants favour to the unclean humble ones. Yaakov 4:6, 1 Keph 5:5. Esteem the wise one will inherit it, but not the ones irreverent of Yahweh. They are causing the ignominy of Avlina, I think. Oh, mourn. Oh, here you go, in brackets, mourn now. To be lifted up to the top. Yashayahu 22:11-12. Well, I hope you enjoyed today's Proverbs reading, and be sure to check out the post, and you'll be able to read all the links along with this part 3 of the Proverbs series, sharing one proverb a day at a time. May you be blessed, may you have plenty of shalom, and yeah, okay, have all the best.